Sin, and I am the student body historian for the class of 2019. Welcome to the Juan Seguin High School commencement ceremony. Would you please stand for the presentation of our colors by the Arlington ISD Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard, the recitation of the Pledge of Allegiance, and the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose white stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare above testing gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated.
All these years I have wondered, oh, when will I know? There's a way, there's a road that will lead me home. After rain, when the dark is done, as I wake from a dream in the cold of day, through the air there's a calling from far away. There's a voice I can hear that will lead me home.
Good evening, and welcome to the Juan Seguin High School Commencement Ceremony for the class of 2019. Students, staff, and family members, we are here today to celebrate the fantastic achievement that we all have awaited for the past 12 years, graduation. 4 years ago, we walked through the doors of Seguin High School not knowing what the future held. The hard work we put in and day out, the support from our family, friends, teachers, and administrators carried us throughout this chapter in our lives. And now we have the foundation we need to embark on. What's next? Sorry, seniors, I want to give the biggest shout out to my mom, my siblings, my teachers, Kaylon, Sarah, Jack, John, and many others. You know who you are. Also, I think many of us suffered from this disease called senioritis. Some of us were diagnosed with the illness freshman year, but look, we really made it in the end. And in the words of the great Beyonce, she once said, "Me, myself, and I, that's all I got in the end. That's what I found out." Take her advice about having yourself into the end and make anything you want in life happen. Today's the day we all looked forward to. And look around, we all accomplished that day over the past 4 years. Again, welcome and congratulations to the class of 2019.
Good evening. My name is Giselle Villeda, and I am the class of 2019 student body parliamentarian. I am here to announce our special guests. We would like to welcome Dr. Marcelo Cavazos, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Stephen Wirtz, Chief Academic Officer. And Beth Hollinger, Area 2 Superintendent. Welcome school board members. Ms. Keisha Mays, Board President. Mr. Bowie Hogg, Board Vice President. Ms. Polly Walton, Board Secretary. Ms. Melody Fowler, Board Member. Dr. Aaron Reich, Board Member. Dr. David Wilbanks, Board Member. Mr. Justin Chapa, Board Member. We would also like to welcome our Elite 8 principals. Mr. Patrick Guy, Principal of Ashworth Elementary. Ms. Charlotte Carter, Principal of Bevensey Elementary. Ms. Susie Mitchell, Principal of Beckham Elementary. Ms. Cindy Brown, Principal of Fitzgerald Elementary. Ms. Cody Banduzzi, Principal of Piercy Elementary. Mr. Mike Kamalaw, Principal of Williams Elementary. And Mr. Grayson Toperzer, Principal of Owsley Junior High.
Good evening. My name is Caitlin Lee, and I'm the class of 2019 Student Body Secretary. I am here to announce Seguin's counselors and administrators. Our counselors are Mrs. Stephanie Arsenault, Mrs. Melanie Booher, Mrs. Chandra Carlin, Mrs. Marsona Jackson, Mr. Scott Wells, Mrs. Heather Williams, lead counselor. Our administration consists of Mr. Ray Borden, Principal of Seguin High School, Mrs. Kirsten Lundeen, Academic Assistant Principal, Mrs. Dawn Stroyeski, Assistant Principal, Mr. Rick Humes, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Rosa Darkwa, Assistant Principal, Mr. Stroud, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Billy Linson, Assistant Principal.
Good evening. I'm Melanie Boer, one of the counselors at Seguin High School. I have the privilege of introducing one of my students, the 2019 salutatorian, Vivian Fan. Vivian will be attending the University of Texas at Austin in the fall and will be majoring in chemical engineering. At this time, I would like to ask Vivian's family to please stand and be recognized for their invaluable support in Vivian's life. Thank you, and please welcome Vivian Fan to the stage.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and of course, Seguin Nation. My name is Vivian Fan, and it's an honor to stand before you today as your class of 2019 salutatorian. Before I begin, let me ask all of you a question. Who's ready to graduate? Yeah, I am too. So, acknowledging how ready we all are, if I can't offer you anything new and memorable from the speech, I'll at least make it quick. Our school motto is where excellence is the standard, and in the last 4 years, I've learned to uphold it. Although they were lessons I learned myself, I guarantee that it matters not whether you've ever walked a day in my shoes. I hope that some of you will realize that the struggles we all go through are similar in essence, and that our different circumstances are all part of the shared pursuit to make excellence our standard in academia, achievement, and personal growth. So, here are some lessons I've learned in the past few years that can hopefully be of some value to you. Naps became an endless cycle, and so the ringing of my 5 alarm clocks no longer worked. To solve this, I made my sister Michelle my human alarm every time I needed to take a quick nap. Apparently, I become very violent when I'm woken up. She hates it so much when I ask her to do it that she says no before I can even open my mouth to utter the words, "Wake me up in 10." Yet, she's been my belle for the past 2 years because she knows I have work to do. She doesn't want to admit it, but she's been looking out for me since day one. Whenever you're being difficult, the only ones truly willing up to put with it are your family because, above everything else, they've watched you work towards excellence. Whether they've taught you to pursue it or looked up to you as you achieved it, they are the reason you are sitting where you are today and where you're going to be tomorrow. To my own parents, I was pretty overwhelmed when I knew I had the opportunity to acknowledge you guys during my speech. And I know it's hard showing affection through our words, but I am so grateful that I have the chance to express to you guys for the first time ever that I love you, and I hope you guys are proud of me. I'm sorry I'm not the best at Vietnamese, but despite every setback we've encountered as a family, you guys still stand as my parents, and for that I owe you everything. Anyways, if you hold excellence as your standard, always remember that your sister is your most trusted alarm clock. I don't know how many of you guys played a violin, but you hold it between your chin and shoulder while you rest your fingers on the fingerboard like this to change notes. Well, the fingerboard is covered with a dark veneer, and I remember practicing for so long that the underside of my fingertips would turn black. Also, when you hold it for that many years, you get this dark spot on your neck. We call it a violin hickey. Now, I don't play anymore, but I know that our org dorks are used to seeing the strain on their bodies after practicing endless hours. It always hurt again to play the next day. But we kept at it, perfecting the piece to its every last note because excellence was our standard. In fact, because this motto permeated the mindsets of our players, our Seguin Varsity Orchestra has made sweepstakes at UIL Music each year in the past 4 years. But it is not only our fine arts that have proven to us that dedication and resilience are crucial to achieving excellence. Last year, our varsity swim team made state and headed to Austin. HOSA's public health team earned the title of state qualifier 2 years in a row. This year, 4 members from our varsity wrestling team made state and competed in Houston. 5 seniors from our UIL academics team advanced to regionals in Lubbock. This year also marks the first that our Seguin Student Council made state right here in Actown. The class of 2019 is one that has undoubtedly achieved the highest caliber of greatness, but it did not come without struggle. We, Seguin, have shown that we will fight tooth and nail to keep excellence our standard regardless of the magnitude of our obstacles. If excellence is your standard, keep fighting until your fingers are black and there's a mark on your neck. Our senior year was probably the rainiest year ever. It was pouring during our homecoming game. It was even raining during our prom night. And we were literally under a tornado warning during our star banquet. Right at the moment we lined up to walk across the stage, the speaker moved to the podium and asked everyone to evacuate the room. We were seriously over it, but you can't sue Mother Nature. So we stayed in the room we were herded into and waited. They dismissed people to go home, and at that point, we didn't even know we were going to be recognized. But there was someone in the room who knew even better than us that everything was going to be just fine. In the chaos of the crowd, they said, "Leave it to Seguin to make the best out of a bad day." There are going to be days in our lives where bad luck is the last thing any of us need. And yet, there it is to ruin our special moments. But you should never let anything bar you from taking what is yours. You roll with the punches and always move forward. As Seguin students, we've shown others that excellence is our standard and learn to always look on the bright side of life. If excellence is your standard, never let the rain ruin your day. It's also worth mentioning that if excellence is your standard, don't start your salutatory address 2 days before it's due. Each individual has their own definition of excellence. However, I think that the ceremony is a great equalizer. The moment you walk out that door, you are no longer classified by the rank at which you stand, but by how brightly the will to succeed beyond high school burns inside you. The ability to triumph is equally innate in us all. Now, seniors, this is the part where I'm supposed to wish us all the best of luck in our future endeavors, according to the internet. However, I believe that we all leave here tonight with the lessons we learned from the multitude of ways we've exemplified greatness. We don't need it. This is Seguin's one and only class of 2019, where excellence is the standard. And tonight, we're signing off. Thank you.
We're good. We got it. Good evening. I am Chandra Carlin, a counselor, and I have the honor of introducing the 2019 valedictorian, Von Dang. Vaughn will be attending the University of Texas at Arlington at Austin and will be studying biochemistry. At this time, would Vaughn's family please stand and be recognized for their invaluable support throughout her life, both in and out of school. Please welcome Von Dang to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Von Dang. It is a great pleasure for me to be able to stand on this stage and give my speech to all the honored guests, families, friends, and the graduating class of 2019. Okay. Seniors, look to your left. Now look to your right. Yes, say goodbye to the people around you, because this might be your last chance at seeing the charming smiles of your classmates. The same goes for me, because even though this is my first time seeing some of you, it might also be my last time. Unless you're going to UTA, then in that case, I'll see you on campus. In all seriousness, though, as we sit through this graduation, we are turning over a new leaf and celebrating many of our lasts. Last time, you're going to hear the Seguin alma mater, last goodbyes to close friends, and quite possibly, last night in Arlington, if you plan to move out for college or for a job opportunity. As sad as that is, it does not do well for us to dwell on these nostalgic events. To every last time, there is a first time, because the last time you hear the Seguin fight song will signify your first time hearing a new college anthem. Maybe the last time you say goodbye to old friends will mark the first time you make new friends. And maybe your last night in Arlington will be the beginning of a fresh new start in a new city. Soon enough, these lasts won't hurt so bad. 10 years from now, we might even forget about them altogether. Hopefully, we will be so full of joy about our new lives that our firsts will be able to overcome our lasts. But that's not to say they don't matter. They absolutely do, because these lasts will be there for us through our most vulnerable moments. When we feel that we cannot move on, we can always rely on our lasts to give us a pleasant reminder that to every end, there is a beginning. So tonight, enjoy yourselves and revel in these closing moments with your loved ones. Celebrate your successes with them before you embark on a new journey. With that said, I would like to express my gratitude to some of the most important people in my life. First and foremost, thank you to all the teachers, faculty, and staff who worked hard to create a welcoming environment at Seguin so that every student feel like they belong. Thank you to my friends, namely my Physics 2 buddies, Quinn, Vivian, and Tao, for always teaching me something new every day. And a special thank you to my boyfriend, Andre, for always introducing new chaos into my life and teaching me to have a good laugh about it sometimes. A special thank you to my family. Cảm ơn ông bà nội và ông bà ngoại đã hy sinh tất cả để ba mẹ con được một cuộc sống thành công. Cảm ơn ba và mẹ đã dành nhiều thời gian nuôi nấng con để con được đứng ở trên đây và tỏa lời cảm ơn cho ba mẹ. And thank you to Mai for being the best younger sister that anyone could ever ask for. Lastly, I want to acknowledge the countless blessings I have received over the past 4 years, because without them, I would not be standing here today. In this speech, the word last was used 15 times, and the words first and new were also used 15 times. Let this equilibrium be a reminder that we shouldn't be scared to close doors, because no matter what, new ones will always be open to us. Thank you for your time.
Good evening, administrators, faculty, parents, guests, and class of 2019. I am the senior class representative, Salma Castañeda. Our next speaker is no doubt an individual who has seized the moment by taking advantage of opportunities as it presents itself. Dr. Cavazos continuously carries compassion on his sleeve for this community, while his persistence for quality education is evident through his countless speeches and one-on-one conversations. Dr. Cavazos holds a bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Texas, Pan America, and a doctorate degree from the University of Texas at Austin. He joined AISD in 1999, and since then, we have been fortunate to have him. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Marcelo Cavazos, our Superintendent of Schools.
Thank you so much. And Seguin students, soon to be graduates, congratulations on tonight. You have actually accomplished something that you've been dreaming of and you've been hoping for since you were in elementary school. You've been thinking of some night I will come and I will be a graduate. I will have completed my high school education and graduate from high school. It's a great accomplishment in your journey in life, and it's a special moment, which is why we gather and make such an important event out of your graduation. And as much as it is a recognition of you and your accomplishment, it's also a time for us, and you in particular, to reflect on the fact that you didn't get here alone, that it was people who supported you, who loved you, who continue to provide encouragement and motivation so that you can be successful. So as much as the focus is on you and you're going to cross the stage, I encourage you to reflect on the people that have helped you get to this point. And when people, as they age, they start looking, and maybe you've looked, for what that key to happiness is. What is that thing in our life that makes us happy and bring joy? Lasting happiness and joy. And the bottom line is it's the interaction between you and another human being or several human beings. The human experience, the quality of that, brings happiness and joy. And tonight is a demonstration of love, because there has been a lot of dedication and attention and focus on you so that you can graduate from high school, from your teachers in elementary school, in junior high, in high school, your parents, your friends, your family, your cousins. They've all been there to support you. And you've been there to support others. And I encourage you, as you leave today, that you don't forget that you have a responsibility to encourage, to love, to support others in their dreams and their goals and their aspirations. So I ask you, Seguin class of 2019, to go confidently that you have learned in our school system, and at Seguin in particular, that standard of excellence, and continue to practice that. And I encourage you that as you reach for your dreams and aspirations and goals, that you reach back and help someone else reach theirs. And above all, in that human interaction and that quest for happiness and joy in your life, that you're an instrument of peace in our world, and you create a more peaceful world. So seniors, soon to be graduates, congratulations. I look forward to celebrating with you here tonight. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the class of 2019's rank number 3, Diana Frichidavong, and I know you are all ready to get your diplomas. So at this moment, can we all welcome our beloved Juan Seguin principal, Mr. Ray Borden.
Apparently in my speech I'd marked good afternoon and somebody crossed it out. So good evening. Administrators, faculty, parents, guests, and class of 2019. That is not my speech. Let's try that again. Good evening. I don't take these things too seriously, guys. President Mays, Dr. Cavazos, members of the Arlington Independent School District Board of Trustees, district administrators, parents, siblings, grandparents, friends, and other guests, I am honored to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Seguin High School class of 2019. Moms and dads, as a fellow parent of a class of 2019 graduate, I know the pride, joy, and excitement that you are feeling today. Your unyielding guidance and support has been key in ensuring your students' success, and we thank you for that. If you are a parent of a Seguin class of 2019 graduate, would you please stand and be recognized? Great job, parents. Thank you very much. Today, we must also recognize the support and work of our educators that committed countless hours, patience, and love to get you guys to this point. This work does not get done without them. And teachers, though you often never get to see the fruits of your labor, this is one day where you can assuredly proclaim that you really do positively impact a student's life trajectory. So if you are a Seguin teacher, would you please stand and receive recognition? Thank you. This year marked the year of many firsts with our seniors. From our graduation walk to our senior superlatives to senior day, this class participated in celebrations that will become Seguin traditions moving forward. None of those experiences, whether old or new, would have been possible without a group of teachers that gave unselfishly of their time. So thank you to the senior class sponsors, Ms. Clay, Ms. Simmons, Mr. Alcorn, Ms. Arsenault, Coach Phillips, Ms. Hudson, and Mr. Dickerson. Without your help and commitment, these students would not have been able to have the awesome experience this senior year afforded them. I would also like to recognize and thank the Elite 8 principals for your very important role in laying the foundation in the younger years to help our students successfully achieve this milestone in their lives. A large majority of our students have been in the Seguin feeder system since elementary school. Their success is not only reflected in the teachers at Seguin, but in the elementary and junior high teachers and administrators as well. So thank you guys as well. This was only my second year as the principal of Seguin, and I was not here when you guys entered as freshmen, but I have to tell you how humbled and proud I am to have the opportunity to graduate you guys today. I loved my first year at Seguin, but you guys made the second year even better than the first. Your kindness and welcoming of me has been great, and I thank you for that. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. This senior class has much to celebrate. Here's just a short list of some of your many accomplishments. So feel free to clap if this resembles or represents you. Our athletics had regional qualifiers in girls cross country and track, boys and girls tennis, boys and girls wrestling, boys and girls swimming, and gymnastics. Our boys wrestling had state qualifiers. Our girls wrestling team won district championship and they had state qualifiers. We had our first student that broke our school record in the girls medley relay in swimming. Just recently, we had one student get drafted into the Major League Baseball Association. We had, as has already been mentioned, 2-year state qualifiers for HOSA, UIL Computer Science Regional Qualifiers. Our math team won first place in calculus at the Math Bowl. Our Winter Guard team won first place at the North Texas Color Guard Association. Starline won state awards and team sweepstakes, best in class, and they also won first in the senior ensemble. Our band received first place at Mansfield's Preview of Champions and first in class. As has been mentioned, our orchestra received sweepstakes again. Our UIL marching band won first place division. We had 2 artists that were won state in the Voss competition. 2 seniors are published authors whose books can be purchased online at Amazon. Our Avid students had $1.9 million in scholarships. And this senior class has received over $3.5 million in scholarships. And lastly, Over 80% of the graduates will go to college or the military. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our students in uniform that have decided to serve this country and defend the liberties that we love and enjoy as Americans. They have taken an oath to protect and defend our constitutional values by joining the United States National Guard, the United States Air Force, the United States Army, the United States Navy, or the United States Marines. If you are one of these students who have listed and have bravely chosen to serve, please stand and receive your recognition at this time. Thank you guys for your bravery and your service to this nation. Thank you. Seniors, I would like to take a brief moment to leave you with one last word of advice. Today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. And though it may seem like it took forever to get to this moment, somebody said yes, please remember that as big as this moment is, it wouldn't be possible without a lot of smaller moments. And even though we are focusing on the big moment right now, please remember that without most of those smaller moments, you wouldn't be here today. Often we get caught up in a pace of life so fast that it makes it easy to miss the smaller moments. We get focused on one goal or one outcome so intensely that we become blind to the many other things around us, and we tend to overlook the small stuff. Today, I encourage you to take more time to be in the moment and never underestimate the power of the small stuff. In this world of instant gratification where everything is getting faster, faster phones, faster cars, faster access and dissemination of information, I encourage you, put down your phone, get off your computer, slow yourself down, engage with another human, stop and appreciate the marvel of the birds in the sky, bask in the warmth of the sun on your skin. Go to a park, glide on a swing, look up at the clouds, dream, and take time to be in the moment. Because it is in these moments that clarity happens. It is in those small pieces of time where you slow down enough to really be reflective and appreciative and humble. It is in those moments that you truly find your purpose and your power. Your destination will always be in front of you. But the experiences and the journey that you take to get to that destination will only happen once. Don't get so caught up in the big freak out that you miss the freaking awesomeness of all the small things. And I know that if you occasionally slow down for a second to remember the lessons you've learned from parents, friends, and teachers in those many small moments of your life, you will find success in all that you do. I love all of you. I thank you all for an amazing year, and I wish you all the best of luck. At this time, seniors, I will ask that you please stand together one last time as Seguin Cougars. President Mays, members of the school board, and Dr. Cavazos, the students who stand before you have met all state and local requirements as set by the Texas Education Agency and the Arlington Independent School District and are hereby certified to you as candidates for graduation and will be granted a high school diploma with all of the rights and privileges that this diploma carries by law. By the authority vested in me as principal, I proudly pronounce these students as graduates of Juan Seguin High School. Class of 2019, to symbolize crossing over from students to graduates, will you please move your tassel from right to left? It is my pleasure and honor to present to you the Juan Seguin Class of 2019. Class of 2019, please be seated as students from the first row remain standing and prepare to receive their diplomas.
Christian Acevedo. Mohamed Afifi. Stephanie Aguilar. Marouk Ahmad. Iyad Aldada. Tiana Alexander. Samuel Aliu. Simone Allen. Kyra Allen. Natavia Allen. Farah Ol-Sharif, Avid. Christian Fernanda Alvarez. Nalani Liana Alvarez. Shamanique Lachey Anderson, magna cum laude. Joanna Anario. Joshua Frutos Aquino. Jimmy Atwood. Victor Avila. Anthonia Faith Ayanru, Avid. Natalie Ayub. Lena Badawi, Avid. Jeremy Baines, Avid. Leonardo Barbosa. Kayla Bardier. Grace Barrett. Preston Beeson. Khalil Bellamy. Michael Betancourt. Matthew Blunt, magna cum laude. Esteban Bocanegra. Courtney Bonds. Philip Booker. Zacchaeus Booker. Aaron Boone. Angelina Berdeau. Julian Bowers. India Grace Nye Boykins, cum laude, Avid. Faith Joy Bratcher. Winifred Asantua Brefo. Brighton Bristol. Kaya Janae Brooks. Kenvia Brooks. Natalie Shanice Brooks. Cameron Browder. Alyssa Brown, cum laude. Brittany Carlette Brown. Emily Brown. Jeremiah Brown. Savannah Elizabeth Brown. Xavier Brown. Sierra Brownlow. Justice Burton. Cameron Bird Avid. Jessica Calzada. Jakaria Cannon. Victoria Cow, magna cum laude. McKelty Kerlock. Ulysses Carrillo. Lauren Grace Carter. Jessica Cassell. Fernando Castañeda. Alejandro Castro Vieda. Ociel Castruita. Valerie Cates. Lindsay Cavazos, Avid. Brittany Cedillo. Michaela Cisse. Kelsey Chambers. Maya Denise Chambers. Jade Champion. Giovanni Chapman. Dalen Chase. Anderson Shabenge. Christian Dante Christopher. Alessandra Cisneros. Jacob Cole. Vajon Coleman. Andrea Cornelius. Melanie Corona. Mildred Corona. Joseph Courtney. Brianna Craven Avid. Ivan Cruz. Mark Cruz Guajardo. Justin Dang. Kiasmin Daniels. Win Dow. Albert Davis Avid. Kennedy Davis. Elijah Dean. Kevin De La Cruz. Destiny L'Oreal Delaney. Stallion Delgadillo, cum laude, Avid. Alexis Nicole Delp, Avid. Pamela Del Prado, Avid. Noah Dial. Hui Den, cum laude. Newton Den. Swan Den, cum laude. Thomas Min Do, magna cum laude. Tian Doan. Tegan Dobrent. Jonathan Duran. Dalen Easley. Ladarian Edwards. Rodney M.A. Daniel Enriquez. Andrew Esparza, cum laude. Tyler Estabrook. Jose Flores. Kimberly Areli Flores, Avid. Kirsten Flores. Saul Flores, magna cum laude. Cameron Flowers. Asia Breon Ford. Grayson Ford. Derek Foster Jr. Luis Fuentes. Sabrina Fulmer. Madeline Garcia. Yamila Sierra Garcia. Susie Victoria Garibay, cum laude. Jasmine Garland, cum laude. Dominique Garrett, avid. Jemiah Giddens. Hamad Galani. Ashlyn Dion Gilbert. Jason Lee Gonzalez, cum laude. Mark Gonzalez Camacho. Amaya Gonzalez. Angelica Gonzalez. Jacob Gucher. Kalia Latrina Goudot Lewis. Sanai Gray. Elijah Lamont Gregory. Zakia Griffin. Kobe Noel Gutierrez. Monica Gutierrez, cum laude. Yao Jimfai, cum laude. Kevin Ha. Olaisha Hall. Nala Aki Hanley, magna cum laude. Dina Hanoun, magna cum laude, avid, Student Leader Advisory Board to the Board of Trustees. Tiana Nicole Hansen. Christian Harden. Shane Harper. Emmanuel Harris. Antoine Harris Jr. Alicia Harvey, cum laude, avid. Faith Athena Havard. Trinessa Lucille Jergala Henderson. Carlos Hernandez. Isaac Hernandez. Jesus Antonio Hernandez, cum laude. Osvaldo Herrera Gonzalez. Axel Herrera. Constance Hines. Kevin Trung Ho, magna cum laude. Vincent Heel Ho, magna cum laude. Haley Hong, magna cum laude. Taylor Folk Min Hong, cum laude. Darren Hope, avid. Jada Howard. Gavin Parker Howe, cum laude. Alejandro Ibarra. Chamaka Ikaroha, avid. Sabrin Ivory, avid. Kiana Jackson, avid. Renaya Jackson, Avid. Trey Jackson. Zion Jackson. Emmanuel Jamerson. Keziah Jenkins Womack, Avid. Danielle Johnson. Terrell Kevin Johnson. Chase Jones. Hector Jordan. Elijah Joseph Mason. Ingrid Juarez. Othman Dean Kamel, magna cum laude. Hannah Faith Kamla. Zain Anwar Khalil, cum laude. Leilin Pimachan Kamtong, magna cum laude. Uwais Khan, cum laude. Imone Kincaid. Denise Kirby. Sean Knuckles. Kayla Courts. Valeria Landeros Medina, magna cum laude. Devontae Larson. John Lee. Colby Lee, magna cum laude. Ariana Leon, Avid. Van Tan Lee Pham. Kaylon Nicholas Lewis. Valeria Lira. Natalie Maria Liriano. Alexander Arturo Lopez Avid. Edgar Lopez Gutierrez. Rolando Laredo. Aaliyah Lowry. Casey Elise Lozano, magna cum laude. Stacy Losoya. Joelle Lucio, Avid. Natalie Lucio. Zahaida Lucio. Terry Macon. Tyler Macon, magna cum laude, Avid. Anthony Madrid. Eric Mallard. Daniel Manzanares Cortez. Abigail Marez, cum laude. Michael Marshall. Emily Orishaneye Martin, cum laude. Christian Martinez, cum laude. Angela Masters. Sarah Maya. Emilienne Jennifer Benji. Jasmine McCrae Avid. Carly McCullough, Avid. Madison Tania McLaughlin, Avid. Diego Meadows. Anthony Gabriel Melcher, cum laude. Salvador Mendez. Felipe Meneses. Miguel Metza. Sharquin Milliken. Max Morales. Akinwale Mofope Falua. Michael Adama Moifoli III. Julian Marie Pablo Moore. Diana Morales. Caden Morton, Avid. Eli Yadiri Mufaro, cum laude. Kevin Munoz. Ethan Faircloth Murphy. Alexis Najim, cum laude, Avid. Jalissa Nava. Taylor Grace Nelson. Victoria Del Angel Neri. Jake Nguyen, magna cum laude. Karen Nguyen. Kevin Nguyen, magna cum laude, Avid. Kevin Nguyen Hong Kwan, magna cum laude. Phi Nguyen. Quinn On Nguyen. Tan Min Nguyen. Tao Nguyen. Justin Nichols. Cassie Danielle Novak. Natalia Nunez, magna cum laude. Christy Nyagaka, Avid. Emmanuel Ojo Ejamai. Brittany Ogomabunam Okafor, Avid. Maurice Otunga Okello. Miranda Ontivedos. Alex Onyedor. Emily Ortega. Jose Ortiz Rico. William Oviedo. Samuel Padilla. Sharon Page. Camille Parker, Avid. Kiera Parsons. Dylan Patino Barrera. John Payne. Erica Jade Pena, magna cum laude. Ashley Perez. Brianna Isela Perez, cum laude. Marcus Perez. Katine Pham, Avid. Win Pham, cum laude. Lakia Pippins. Talia Nadine Poropatic, cum laude. Sariel Porter, Avid. Naomi Presley. Percy Price III. Layla Price. Joshua Provost. Michaela Ann Provost, Avid. Evelyn Yvette Quinones. Adolfo Ramirez. Damir Raymond, cum laude. Angel Odmar Rendon. Javier Reyes. Jamarius Riley. Caleb Robinson. Brian Robledo. Anderson Romero. Brianna Angelica Romero. Leslie Brenier Russell. Elaine Salome, cum laude. Joshua Saldana. Daisy Saldivar, cum laude, avid. Dauda Sain. Arnulfo Javier Santibanez Escamilla. Sierra Morgan Savant. Sammy Scruggs. Melissa Serrano, cum laude. Juliet Shockley. Kiara Sibley, cum laude, avid. Olivia Silva. Alonzo Simmons Jr. Cavante Simmons. Jamon Archie Diani Sims. Markel Smith. Emmanuel Solis. Jacob Spicer. Delaney Stone, cum laude. Meyer Janelle Tedonio, magna cum laude. Sammy Tame. Cameron Taylor. Cheyenne Tillman. Jeremy Toro. Elizabeth Tovar. Corey Tran. Eric Min Tran, magna cum laude. Hank Tran. Leon Tran. Lillian Cam Tran, magna cum laude. Vincent Tran. Denny Trin, magna cum laude. Derek Trin. Darlington Yuzo. Felix Vasquez. Nadia Vasquez, cum laude, avid. Jaden Vize, avid. Fabricio Leonardo Vega Aguilar. Flor Velasquez. Christian Vergara. Christina Vergara. Saul Villagrana. Myra Yvette Villalobos, cum laude, avid. Carla Villegas Garcia. Warren Vital. Andrew Cow Bow. Wilson Bow. Huai Vu, cum laude. Hong Vu, cum laude. Dominic Ward, Jr. Jared Washington, cum laude. Romello Watson. Emily Webb, magna cum laude. Kaylin Webb. Benjamin Klein White. Audrey Williams. Dewan Williams, Jr. Tyler Wilson. Marquan Jaquez Wilson. Jamard Williams. Brixton Womack. Dalton Woods. Felishade Tolalupe Esther Adupoju, avid. Salma Castaneda, cum laude, avid. Caitlin T. Lee, magna cum laude, avid. Giselle Vijeda, cum laude. Sajah Hassan, magna cum laude, avid. Jihan Abubakar, avid. Eric R. Wethrone, avid. Number 12 in the graduating class, Brianna Pham, magna cum laude. Number 11 in the graduating class, Adrian Sia, magna cum laude. Number 10 in the graduating class, Long Trin, magna cum laude. Number 9 in the graduating class, Tiffany Nguyen, magna cum laude. Number 8 in the graduating class, Kathy Tran, summa cum laude. Number 7 in the graduating class, Kimberly Tuen Pham, summa cum laude. Number 6 in the graduating class, Tracy Nguyen, summa cum laude. Number 5 in the graduating class, V. Nguyen, summa cum laude. Number 4 in the graduating class, Kathy Pham, summa cum laude. Number 3 in the graduating class, Diana Fritchadavong, summa cum laude. Number 2 in the graduating class, Vivian Fan, summa cum laude. Number 1 in the graduating class, Von Deng, summa cum laude.
Good job. Great job calling names.
Good evening. My name is Eric Withron, and I'm the president of the senior class of 2019. Well, class of 2019, we have reached the end. This is where we say our final goodbye and part ways. Evidently, we hit the ground running since kindergarten, and we never stopped. It feels like it was 2015 just yesterday, and we were walking into Seguin as freshmen, not knowing where we were going, but clearly knowing where we were headed. Nonetheless, I am proud to be part of such tremendous class. We had lots of first annual traditions, and I hope years down the road you hear all the amazing things Seguin High School has done, and I hope you all look back with a smile and remember the class of 19 paved the way for them. Needless to say, nothing would have been possible without the love, constant support, and never-ending determination from our parents, teachers, and administrations. Y'all are the real MVPs. And one last Seguin PSA. Seniors, if you have a smiley face instead of your diploma, that can only mean one thing. You did not listen to Mr. Humes on making sure you're not on the fine list. My fellow classmates, I leave you with these final thoughts. Live the life you dreamed of. Be fearless in the face. Never give up and never stop learning. Remember where you came from, but never lose sight of where you are going. Class of 2019, it's in my honor and my privilege to serve as your class president. I am Eric Withron, El Presidente, signing off. At this time, will the student body officers please join me at the podium? Now, will the graduates of 2019 please stand for the playing of our alma mater?
Out first.
Whose house?